Hello all, I am going to start my day 2 of my series Zero to Hero network. So if you did not watch my last video, so just go and watch it. You will learn a lot. And I hope whoever actually watched my complete video, they have learned a lot. So before I start my day 2, just I am going to recall the day 1 class, that what we learn about the day 1 class. So in day 1 class we learn about the IP version 4, that how IP version 4 divided in the 5 class A, class B, class C, class D and class E. And that class we learn in the day 1 class we learn that the what is the range of class A. So we found that in the class A the range that is start from 1.0.0.0 to 126.255.255. But during that class we see that the class A, that is the 0 to 127, and that class in the day 1 class we teach you that why 0 is excluded and why 127 is excluded, because 0.0.0.0 is global network address, and 127.x.x.x reserved for loopback address. Class B, that start from 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255, and from class B that one address also excluded, or you can say that is the reserve 169.254.x.x. Some people are saying that this is the linked local address, or some actually standard is saying that is the APIPA address. In class C, that was the range start 192.0.0.0 to 223.255.255.255, and class D, that is start from 224.0.0.0 to 239.255.255.255, and class E start from 240.0.0.0 to 255.255.255.255. So class D, this is the reserved for multicasting purpose, and the class E reserved for the experimental. So normal we can use from class E to class C only. So in class A and class B and class C, so the also IP is divided as per use purpose IP version 4 into two parts, one that is called the private IP and one called that is the public IP. So what is the range of private IP and what is the range of the public IP? So if I am going to see in the class A, that is the reserve 10.x.x.x/8, in the class B, that is the 172.16.x.x and /12 bit, and one in the class C, that is the one reserved range, that is 192.168.x.x/16. So this IP of class A, that is the for the private use, this IP from class B for private use, and this IP range from class C for private, and rest of the all IP is the public IP. So we will discuss in the next about the this notation or the bit, that what is the purpose of that. So we learn in the day one class these all things. So if you did not watch my day one video, so you should first go and watch my first video, so you will learn a lot. So in the today class, what we are going to teach you, so in the today first we will discuss about the subnet. Second, we will discuss about the CIDR notation. Third, we will discuss about the VLSM. Fourth, we will discuss about the FLSM. And from this, we will complete our the IP addressing class. So before the start the subnet, CIDR and VLSM and FLSM, I just want to teach you about the binary and decimal. This is going to help us during the subnetting part, that how we are doing the subnetting. So as you know, in the binary, that is the two value used, that is the 0 and 1. So if I am going to use the only two numbers or two digits, so the base will be the 2. So base will be 2. So sometimes people's calling 0. I already teach you in the class day 1 that the 0, some people saying that is the offbeat, some people are saying based on the condition that is the false, and about 1 sometimes we call the on bit, and sometimes we are calling the true bit, a true hello. And in the regular routine we are using the decimal value. So we are familiar about the decimal value. So if anyone saying that is the 100, we immediately the writing or reading the value. So in the decimal value, we start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9. We all decimal value, or we you can say that all number we are writing with this 10 number. So that's why decimal value digit base is 10. Simple, nothing else. So if someone is writing the binary value, and if we need to see that what will be the decimal value, because we know about the decimal. So if someone is writing the 101, so what will be the decimal value of this? Or if I am going to write 192, so what will be the binary value of this? So that is the very easy. So if someone is writing 101, and if I want to convert in the decimal, that is the very easy formula, that just you start from the 2 ka power 0 into that value. So the value is 1 plus 2 ka power 1 and into this value. So this value is 0 plus 2 ka power 2 into this value. So this value is 1. So if you will see here, the 2 ka, if any value, if the power is 0, value will be the 1. Simple. That is the mathematical. So we are not going to prove it, but this is the simple things, that if any value power is 0, so it will be the equal of 1. So if you will see that the 2 ka power 0, that means this value is 1 into 1, plus that is the 0, and if 2 ka power 1 that means 2 plus 2 ka power 2 that means 4. 2 ka power 2 that means 2 into 2 equal to 4. So 4 into 1. So if you will see that this value equal to 4 plus this value equal to 0, because if I am going to multiply of any value to 0, the value will be the 0. So this is the 0 and plus 1 into 1. So if you will see that is the total value 4 plus 0 plus 1 equal to 5. So if about 101, that is the binary value, and what will be the decimal, that will be the 5. If I'm going to say, hey, this is the 5, and what will be the binary value? So how you are going to convert it? So base of binary, that is the 2. So I am going to convert in the 2. So just I will start dividation. So that is the 5 divided by 2. So 2 into 2 equal to 4, and that means the here will be the 2 into 2 to 4, and the carry will be the 1. Again I am going to divide by 2. 2 1 2, and that is the 0. I will start writing from bottom to top. So 1 0 and 101, that is the binary value of 5. So this you have to practice a lot about this, that how we are converting binary to decimal and decimal to binary. Also I am giving you the one more example. So about the 192, if I want to convert the 192 and I want to know the binary value of this, so I will start from the 2. 2 9 ja 18 and 116, and that is the the carry will be the 0. A reminder, the remainder will be the 0. And 2 2 2 4 ja 8, and 2 8 ja 16, that will be the 0. Again 2 2 ja 4, and 2 4 ja 8, 0. 2 1 ja 2, and 2 2 ja 4, 0. 2 6 ja 12, and the remainder will be the 0. 2 3 ja 6, remainder will be 0. 2 1 ja 2, and remainder will be 1. So I need to write from bottom to top. So if you'll see 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6, so if you'll see that I need to put the 6 0 6 0, and that is the binary value of 192. And if I want to convert this value from binary to decimal, so how I will do it? So 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6, so this will be the 2 ka power 0, this will be the 2 ka power 1, this will be the 2 ka power 2, this will be the 2 ka power 3, this will be the 2 ka power 4, this will power 5, this will be the 2 ka power 6, and this will be the 2 ka power 7. I need to multiply with the value. If you will see here, the value is 0, so multiply by 0. If the value is 0, so multiply by 0. So this value is 0, so multiply by 0. This value is 0, multiply by 0. And this value is 0, so multiply by 0. This value is 0, so multiply by 0. This value is 1, so multiply by 1. And this value is 1, so multiply by 1. So we have to add the all value. So if you will see here, I need to add. So I need to add the all value together, and then whatever value will come, that will be the decimal. So if you will see the 2 ka power 0, 1 into 0 plus 2 ka power 0, sorry, 2 ka power 1, that means the value will be the 2, and 0 plus 2 to 4 into 0 plus 2 ka power 3 that means 8 into 0 2 ka power 4 that means 16 into 0 2 ka power 5 that means 32 into 0 2 ka power 7 that means 64 into that will be the 1 and 2 ka power 7 that means 128 or into 1. So if you will see the from 32 all value that is multiply by 0, so this value will be the 0 0 0 0 and 0. So this is not used for us, but if you will see 64 into 1 that means 64 and plus 128 into 1 that means 128. So if I am going to add these two value, so the value will be the 192. So if you will see that how the binary is how decimal is converted into binary and binary convert into decimal. So I hope this is informative for you. So let's start the topics that we discussed, that about the subnetting and CIDR notation. So 1 second, just I need to delete it. So delete, delete, and next this is delete. So we'll discuss. So today just we need to start from the subnet, that what is the subnet. So if you will see that is the subnet having the three class, that is the subnet have the three class only, the class A, class B and class C. So these three class of subnet, because if you recall that only as a customer, as you can say that is the individual, only we can use these three classes. So subnet only written for the class A, class B and class C. So by default that subnet written that is the 255.0.0 and .0. For class B that subnet was written .255.255.0.0 and for class C that a subnet was written that 255 255 255 and .0. If you see that is the CIDR notation. So what is the subnet? Subnet is split your IP into two parts. So what will be the part? So if I am going to divide this my IP address into two parts, so first part will be the network address and second part that will be the host address. So what is the network address and what is the host address? So network address, it will be used for the network devices, or you can say that is the routing perspective. So this is the network. This will identify, like if you see you have the city and there is the home. So if suppose I'm talking about the one city that is the Los Angeles, so Los Angeles that is the network and there will be the home. Suppose that is the A1 by 2, A by 3, A by 4 and A by 6. So this A by 2, A by 3, A by 4 and A by 6, that is comes under the Los Angeles. So if anyone going to write this address, so first they will write the Los Angeles and then they will type the A by 2. So this address is going to use for your host or your endpoint, or you can say that your individual devices. But network address is going to validate, or you can say that you can it will show the range of, or you can say that is the range of the host, that how many hosts comes in the network, and it will tell you, it will teach you that how that is going to do that. So Subnet is going to only split your IP into two parts. First part will be the network and second part will be the host. So the also this subnet bit. So if you say I am using this first octet, in the class B I am using the second octet, also in the class B I am using the first octet, second octet and third octet. So if you recall in the day one class, so I tell you that IP address 4 written into 32 bit and 32 bits, and it is divided into 4 octet, equal octets. So if I am going to see you, so this is the 4 octet, 1 2 3 and 4, and every octet will be the 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits and 8 bits. So if you remember that the binary having the two numbers 0 and 1, and the IP version 4 written in the binary. So maximum I can use the 8 0 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and maximum I can use the 8 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So the because binary using the 1 bit space of memory for 1 digit, so that's why I can only write the 80. So if I am going to write the 80, that will be the 0, that will be the 0, that will be 0 and that. If you are going to convert this value from binary to decimal, so it will come the 255. In the IP address and in the subnet address, what is the difference in the subnet address? Subnet always write from left to right. You can write from right to left, never. Because if I'm going to tell you that the one that is the 255.0.255.255, this is the my subnet address, no, it cannot be valid, it cannot be valid. So if you want to use your subnet, or you can write, so if you see that this is the 24 bit on, or you can say that is the true value. So no, you cannot write like this. You have to use, if this is the 24 bit on, so you have to write the 255.255.255.0, because your always bit should be on from left to right, never. Because this subnet is going to split your IP into two parts from any classes. So that's why you have to write your subnet from left to right. So if anyone giving you 9-bit subnet, 9-bit subnet, so if you will see 9-bit subnet, that means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. And if you already you know that in the IP version 4, that is the maximum in the octet, you can write the 8 bit. So this is the 8 bit, and rest of the things will be the 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 9 and 9 and 6 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 8 16 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So this is the valid subnet. This, and if someone is going to write like that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and this. So this is the also 9-bit on, but you cannot use 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So if you see, I am also here the 9-bit true or 9-bit on, but this is not a valid range. This is the totally wrong, because your subnet is going to write from left to right. So this is the value, this is the, you can say that is the right subnet and this is the wrong subnet. So you have to care about that whenever you are going to calculate your subnet, or if anyone is giving you the CIDR notation, so you have to think about that I have to write subnet from left to right. Never I can use that right to left, or we can't use the off bit between that true. So your subnet will be the invalid. So you learn that your subnet is going to divide your IP into two parts, that is the network and the subnet. So first, that what your subnet is going to give you, the one that is going to split or divide, you can say that is the divide your IP into two parts. One that will be the network part and second will be the host part. Second, it's going to give you the valid range, or you can say that is the valid host, or you can say that is going to give you the host range. Third, you can calculate your network address, that what is your network address and what will be your broadcast address. These four things you can get from your subnet. So subnet is going to divide your IP into two parts. First that will be the network and the last will be your host part. So what is the CIDR notation? CIDR notation, some actually that your subnet value or subnet bit is going to notate by slash, and whatever actually you are going to give this value, this is going to denote your subnet bit. Simple. So CIDR giving you the value of subnet bit, that how many bits you can use for your subnet. So if I'm going to tell you that this is your subnet bit, that means 8 bit you can use for your subnet. So if I'm going to, this is your CIDR value, so you can slash 16. So what will be the subnet mask? Subnet mask will be the 255 and 0.0. So also why CIDR is required? So because the subnet will be the two types. One that is the classful subnet, and one will be the classless subnet. I tell you that what is the classless and what is the classful. So next I am going to use just I am going to use next that what is the classless and what is the classful. So if I am talking about subnet, classless and classful, so subnet, you remember that I tell you that the class A subnet 255.0.0.0, and what is the CIDR notation? That is the slash 8. Class B, the 255.255.0.0 slash 16. Class C, that is the 255.255.0 slash 24. So this is the by default. So by default, that means if your IP address of class A, so if you are going to write from 1 to 126 in the first octet. By default, your subnet is going to take that will be the 255.0.0.0 because this is the class A range. If you are going to use class B we start from the 128 and it will be the first octet, it will be the 191. So dot x dot x dot x, you can say that x dot x dot x. So the by default the subnet is going to use 255.255.0.0. If you are going to use class C, so your class will start from 191 to 223 and dot x dot x dot x and dot x dot x dot x. And if you will see, this is the class C. By default your class C subnet is going to use, so your by default that is the 255.255.0.0. so this is the class full IP. You can say that is the class full IP because same class IP range going to use the same class of subnet, that is the class full. But suppose here I am going to use the range the 110 dot, you can say that is the 12.254.254.0 or x slash 28. So 28, this is not, this is the denoting the your subnet bit. So your subnet bit by default of class A, that is the /8 because this is the 255. So if you will see that is the /28, that is not belong from the class A by default. So this is the classless. Classless, you can say this is the classless IP because your IP is from class A, your subnet is from the different class that is not decided by default. So this is the classless IP address. So how we are going to use that, we will discuss in detail about the CIDR, FLSM and VLSM, and then we'll finish about the IP version 4 addressing. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoy and you learn a lot.